Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big for One Gaming here, and welcome to Winning a National Championship with every team in the game in college football 26. We did a lot last year. We did every single team. We had 134 episodes. This year, we'll have 136 due to Delaware and Missouri State transferring to D1. So it's kind of cool having two teams, and of course with the transfer portal and with how most things go, it will look a lot different from last year's game. So it'll be a lot more fun, be a lot harder, I think, and probably a lot more higher seasons than what we saw over on College Football 25, but you just never know. Obviously, with the first episode, I'm going to go over kind of what I start with. So we start single player. We start with default roster. I'm not going to go after roster because then that can mess with stuff, and I kind of want like an even playing field in a way. So we'll just go default roster. Obviously, we have an active roster right now with it being the same thing. Dynasty settings. Here's how it'll work. I'll do Heisman difficulty. Coach firing is on CPU only. We just have normal coach speed. Pre-order bonuses will be off. And 7 minutes of quarter length. Everything else will just stay normal. Manual progression, I don't think I'll do, but yeah, other than that, Heisman difficulty, I won't even play the games. I'm just going to simulate half the time anyways. We don't play the games. We just simulate. So, anyways, first episode means the return of the wheel. All 136 teams are on this wheel. And let's see which team is the first. Of course, if you guys want to bypass this wheel, write a comment down below, and we'll get to that team in the next episode. Obviously, there's more than one. We'll go first come, first serve. And we're going to get UCLA to start. So UCLA is the first team that we're going to be taking to a national championship. Where is my guys at UCLA? There they are. They're an 84 overall in the Big Ten. We'll kind of go over the Big Ten as well. 84 overall, I mean, they're kind of decent besides Michigan's an 89 and Ohio State's a 91, Oregon's a 92, Penn State's an 89. Other than that, they're kind of middle of the road. So, UCLA, we are going to be head coach. We are just going to take over Deshaun Foster. We're not making a coach as well. We're not doing that because that would be a lot harder to do. But, of course, we're not going to get fired anyways, so we're just going to level up. We're going to go over the coach abilities and the roster, and then we'll get into the simulations, just like how we did last year, except we are going to probably jump in right after the end of season recap, and then we'll get to after the season because I want to show the recruiting class. I think we're going to have that this year instead, and kind of see the recruits as well at the end of the season, and of course show the upgrades for the people as well for the team. So let's go ahead and get into it with the coach abilities. Foster does have Master Motivator, mostly for running back. Doesn't have the offseason training boost, but wear and tear for O-line is faster, and same thing with running backs. That's actually be very, very good to have, and especially with all XP gains as well. He also has some tactician for the running backs and O-line. So pass block and run block, trucking, break tackle is actually kind of nice to have. And we also have architect, which I believe the skill caps are also still here. And he's got everything running. So this guy is a running back focused coach, which is kind of nice. That'll be helpful. Our offense coordinator also has architect for quarterbacks, but nothing for O-line. But skill cap for quarterbacks is really, really nice. Motivator, off-season training boost for quarterbacks, we'll take that all day. And, of course, tactician, I believe, is the same thing, quarterbacks and O-line. Our defensive coordinator does have recruiter, thankfully. Mostly just scouting-wise for DBs and linebackers. And, of course, they really nerfed the recruiter this year. To get the recruiting hours, you need to be an elite recruiter, in which you need 2 top 5 recruiting classes, which I think is really hard to get this year. But starting interest for D-line and linebackers will definitely help. Kickers and punters are fully scouted, but we really don't do that anyways. He does have talent developer. I think this one is actually pretty good because they moved the XP for D-lines, or the bonus XP for drafted into talent developer, which I think is probably the better change compared to having it in Motivator because it didn't really make sense. So we get interest boost for D-line when they hit a skill cap, and same thing with all the defense-wise, but we just need to upgrade 1 or 2 things to get that for the training boost for our defensive coordinator. Taking a look at the team here for UCLA, we, of course, do have Nico, who's a very, very good quarterback. We also have Clarkson behind him. He's playing time. His deal breaker is brand exposure, so Pierce Clarkson is kind of rough. Championship contender is a C+, but then this guy is a C playing time, but we have 3 freshmen above him, so you never know what's going to happen there. Also, an elite dev, so that's good. Halfback, we are pretty good. Besides, Woods might be transferring due to championship contender, so hopefully we can improve that. But we have a lot of good running backs, especially Carson Cox. Looks pretty good. And he's a star dev, so that will help. We have a lot of good running backs, man. We have 2 stars. We have an impact. We have 2 impacts, 2 stars, and a normal. Pretty good. Wide receiver, actually looking pretty good as well. This team is actually pretty solid. We just need to develop. That's probably it. Tight end's pretty good, but we're losing them. But we do have Peterson. Is he going to transfer out? Nope. Pro potential is high, so we're good there. Left tackles, we're definitely going to need some offensive line. I think that's where this team is lacking right now, is offensive line. So, focus that. D-line is looking okay, especially edge. We probably could use an left edge rusher, but we have 3 freshmen behind them. And they're all pretty good. So, rushing right edge, we have 1 guy, probably not one to transfer out unless we get the championship contender up. Defensive tackles we're going to need as well since we're losing 2 of them. We're good on Sam linebackers. We're going to need some Mike linebackers. Corners, we actually have Pleasant, who's 99 speed. That's pretty good, but championship contender is low, so we're going to have to level that up. Free safety, we're going to need, since we're losing our best 1, and strong safety, we just need to develop. And we do not need to kick our punter, so we are good there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and simulate Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season number 1. We'll go into probably the first round of transfer portal, and then we'll pick up at the end of the transfer portal, and then we'll get into Season 2. I think that's how we're going to work this year. So, anyways, I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with UCLA. And here we are at the end of Season number 1 here with UCLA. We go 4-8 here on the season. Not a good season at all. With this 84 overall squad. But, I mean, it was a tough season. We had to play Utah. We ended up losing to UNLV, who ended up going 11-1 on the season. So, good season from them. Then we beat New Mexico and Northwestern to pretty much be 2-2. Then lost 2 in a row, 1-1, lost 3. Beat Washington 52-34, but then lost to USC to end the season. So, close loss against Michigan State. Close loss against Penn State, only by 7. Same thing with UNLV. Same thing with Utah, only by 3. We lost by 10 to Indiana, 3 to Nebraska. Only tough losses were against Ohio State and USC. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So we'll advance the week because we're not making the conference championship game. So we'll kind of see, again, how everything goes here in Season number 1. We got a lot of people wanting to transfer out, especially 12 just from championship contender alone. Only 3 for playing style. That's not terrible, but we do have our best quarterback to still be here, but we are losing a bunch of corners due to pro potential being down. But Morton, Texas Tech quarterback with the Heisman Trophy winner, 4,300 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 63 completion percentage. It's pretty good. They don't show interceptions anymore. Okay, that's good to know. We're just going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap. We're not going to be making a bowl game, and then I will do the transfer portal part. We'll, of course, see players leaving just so I can see who's all leaving because that's a lot of people. I guess 82 overall. We're an 82, I guess. But Season 1 has officially come to an end, and the winner was Miami. They destroyed Notre Dame 51-7. Fresno State, Navy? Georgia, Penn State, and Miami were the 5 winners of their conference, I guess, and then Georgia, Miami, Penn State, and Texas were the top 4 teams. Look at Navy out here getting in the first round. That's wild to see, but yeah. So they officially won it all. Let's go ahead and simulate to next week just to see how many people want to transfer out. It's probably a lot. But I mean, it's so many, especially for a UCLA team too. Yeah, there's a lot. We only have 2 persuasion attempts. I guess this guy, he's failed. And oh, he decided to stay. So yeah, there's a lot. We lost A2 overall wide receiver and A2 overall halfback. That's not good. A corner as well. We're going to be decently bad next year. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the transfer portal. And I'll see everyone at the end of that. All right. And here we are at the end of recruiting-wise. I'll show over the recruiting class. We did sign a 4-star running back. North-South receiver-wise, he's an impact grade. Anyone that was really... We have an elite dev will linebacker. That's going to be pretty good. We also have a star will linebacker as well. And another star... I think this is also another linebacker. Couple impacts, couple almost another star. This one's a strong safety. We did have to sign a lot of transfers as well, due to how many people we lost in the transfer portal. But we did sign a good amount. So 22 players in the first class ever pretty much for us. And in the Big Ten, we are ranked number 42nd and on the lower terms of the Big Ten, since we signed 6 4-stars, 10 3-stars, and 6 2-stars. Whereas Ohio State signed 5 3-stars, 28 4-stars, and 2 3-stars. They signed 35 players. I feel like you're going to have to do that now with how big the transfer portal is to even kind of survive there a little bit. But we got our work cut out for us here. So position changes, I think I really only need to do the one athlete, which I'm happy that this is a thing now. You can actually go with athlete, and I think we're going to go Sam linebacker. So I mean, that's his best spot. Quarterback is a 91 with Nico. He stayed, although his playing time is a B+. Although I don't know how it's a B+ when he's going to be literally starting. This guy is now up to a C+ playing time, so he may transfer out. Halfback is an 87. Burrell's also the transfer redshirt that we got. He is an 81. Carson Cox is also now an 80 overall. He had 25 rushing attempts, 85 yards. I forgot to show the stats. Maybe we'll show stats, maybe we won't. I'm not sure yet. I don't think we will until the end of the year. Maybe I will. Next season I will. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to show stats every season. We need some offensive line. Can you go play left tackle? You can play left tackle. I just need a body over there. Other than that, I think we're good everywhere else. We have a lot of will linebackers. Like a lot. This guy is playing time. Can you go play Sam linebacker? You can. You're actually a better will linebacker too. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. We have 4 corners. You can probably go play corner. Can you play corner? You can play corner. I only need 3 corners on the roster. Weird. But, yeah. So let's simulate next week just to see the progressions-wise for everybody. We got 30,000 XP. We're up to an 84 overall, 86 offense, 81 defense. Yeah, the defense took a big hit. But this year we only have a couple people wanting to transfer out, which is kind of nice. 30 coach points to use. And training results, let's look at it. Nico's a 92. We have Perry. He went up 10 overall to an 87 overall. I love how this is also a thing now, too, that we can see how much, points they went up. Jaden Marshall is a +9. He's up to an 80. Lee went up +6. He's a 77. Moore went up +5 to a 77. How is this team in 84? The only guy that we really have... I mean, our kicker's in 86. One of our wide receivers in 86 too, along with a halfback. Our 2 halfbacks are 89 and 86. I would say that's pretty... And we have an 82 behind him. This is playing style, conference prestige, and then pro potential. So, I think we're good there. So, yeah, that's going to end season number 1. Is on to season 2 here with UCLA. And here we are in season number 2 here with UCLA. We go 9-3 here on the season. A very nice season, actually, here with UCLA. Here's how it went out. We won our first 4 games against Nevada, Cal, San Diego State, and Minnesota before losing to Oregon. Beat Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan State, Purdue before losing to Michigan and to USC, but then beat Maryland. So only 3 losses came against ranked opponents, and they were all ranked in the top 9 as well, with Oregon ranked 8th, Michigan ranked 5th, and USC ranked 7th. So, honestly, not too terrible. I don't know if we're going to be making the college football playoff. Probably not, though, with us being ranked 14th, but we can always see here in a couple seconds, because we are ranked 14th. We also just signed an edge rusher, so that's cool. Got a couple people want to transfer out. Not too many. Nico, though, wants to transfer out due to playing time, and I don't know why he wants to transfer out, because he's literally going to be starting. But it is what it is. Of course, we'll get there here in a second. We are going to be making a bowl game. We did drop down to 15, so we're not making the college football playoff here with UCLA. But hopefully we can be a little better. We did just sign a 3-star quarterback. But I don't think that would have Nico lose his job, though, at that point. Noah wins the Heisman Trophy for Clemson, 4,400 yards, 41 touchdowns with a 68% completion percentage. We don't win any awards, and we'll be playing LSU in the Music City Bowl. So our first bowl game with UCLA, at least. We won't be playing it, of course. We're just going to go ahead and simulate to the in-season recap. Go over the college football playoff. We'll also go over the stats. I forgot that in season 1. But we will go over that here in Season 2. We do win. We actually go 10-3 on the season. Coach stability improves to a D-. Coach prestige up to a B. And pro potential goes down. And now we got about... that's 5, 9, 11 players want to transfer out. So nothing too much compared to last season. But, I mean, we'll take it. In Season 2, Auburn defeats Georgia 38-27. With Oklahoma State, Boise State, Penn State, Georgia, and Clemson won their conference tournament or conference championships. In Miami, Clemson, Penn State, and Georgia had the byes. Auburn destroyed Oklahoma State and Miami, and then barely beat Michigan, and then pretty good against Georgia. I guess they didn't destroy Miami; they won by 8. But there's been some high-scoring games here: 48-28, 42-9, 49-43. A lot of high-scoring games, so we're going to have to hopefully do that wise. Well, of course, I did forget this last year, but we're going to get it this year. Nico with 2,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not a very good season. Rushing-wise, Thomas had over 1,200 rushing, exactly 1,200. That's kind of wild with 10 touchdowns. Nico added 571 and 8, and Cox had 384 and 5. We'll see receiving yards here. We don't really go blocking. We'll go over defensive real quick. We mostly go after these in depth once we win the national title, but I want to show stats this year. Might as well, right? Kicking, we actually did pretty good. Missed 6 field goals, though. Made every extra point. Punting, we were 6-6 on inside the 20 and 6 touchback. So, unfortunately, that from there. But let's go ahead and advance the week. And then we'll also go over the training results, as well as the recruiting class coming in. Going to players leaving. We have 8 persuasion attempts. You go in the first round, and that's why he's going to leave. Well, I kind of want to keep this guy now, and he does. That guy doesn't. That's fine. Can you keep this guard? Nope. All right. Maybe this tackle? Nope. All right. I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Nope. All right. Hey, there we go. Those guys were low overalls anyways, but we're only losing, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the transfer portal this time. I guess 5 technically. So they're actually lower if you do pretty well. But let's advance the next week. And I will be back in a second once I get through everything here with the transfer portal. All right, and here is the recruiting class here in Season 2. We got Sam Long, a lead dev halfback, which would be pretty nice. And he's a 95 speed, 92 acceleration. There's a star dev here with the tight end of Kendrick Plummer. Another star dev with Chad Pack, a will linebacker. Another Eric Spain, another will linebacker with a star dev. Anybody else? They get a couple transfers as well. We got a star dev free safety. That was a transfer. We did pick up Sire Gaines as well as a Brian Ridge, a quarterback, because we definitely need a quarterback after losing our best guy. Plus, he's a 4-star and he's a transfer sophomore. So, pretty solid, I guess, stuff here. I don't think we had any athletes. We'll take a look, though. We did not, so we are good. We're not going to change anything because I know there is like a little glitch happening. If you move like an offensive lineman over, they lose their skill caps. We also need some offensive line desperately. We don't have much offensive line. We have a lot of will linebackers. That's for sure. And then Stewart has 96 speed. We have top 3 guys have 90 plus speed. It's just we need these guys to have 90 speed as well. We have 1 strong safety. That's nice. So we don't need to make any position changes. We're going to advance the next week and check out the training results, and then we'll get into Season 3. We just got 23,000 XP. We're up to an 84. Only really having like 5 guys want to transfer out. So that's perfect. We'll take it. But training results, 2 guys in 90. Was a B and Brown and Carson Cox. Also have an 89 halfback. Also that Carson Cox, the halfback, is 93 speed. We have his replacement ready to go. We have a +8 from Marshall. +6 there. A couple pluses overall, which is pretty solid. Our quarterback is an 80 overall. It didn't really improve as much as I was hoping for. But, yeah, pretty solid squad. Hopefully we can take advantage of it and hopefully this time make the college football playoff. But we'll just have to see here with UCLA. But that's the end of Season 2. It's on Season 3. And here we are in Season 3 here with UCLA. We go 11-1 here on the season. A very solid season here from UCLA. Only loss came against number 11 Michigan. They went 10-2. We lost 49-14. Everything else was a win. FCS, Cal, Iowa, Purdue, Northwestern, Charlotte, Illinois, Oregon, Wisconsin, Rutgers, and USC. However, even though we went 11-1, we do not make the conference championship game. No, it ended up going to Penn State and Ohio State. So, it is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're going to have to hope that we don't fall 4 spots, and hopefully that we can make it into the college football playoff for the first time with UCLA here, and just our 3rd season with the team. We stay at 8. We still got about 12 people wanting to transfer out, maybe 14 or so, give or take. But hopefully we can have even less. We'd have to advance 1 week. Ohio State defeated Penn State in the Big Ten championship game. So, well, that can be us in the next team. We did just sign a 2-star quarterback, but that guy's just going to be buried on the depth chart anyways. Now we went down to an 82, so I guess the boosts still go away at the end of the season. Dylan Raiola from Alabama wins the Heisman Trophy, 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns. He left Nebraska and went to Alabama, so that's got to hurt. But we are going to be playing Penn State in the college football playoff in our first ever run here with UCLA. Took us 3 seasons to get here, but hey, we made it here, and we'll, of course, check the bracket now. We can actually check it. App State and Utah won their conference championships, along with Ohio State, Alabama, and SMU to make the college football playoff. At LSU, SMU, Notre Dame, and Alabama have the byes. And the winner of this game between us and Penn State, who are at-large bids, go play SMU with Miami and Clemson and Auburn as the other 3 at-large bids here. So, got to get a win, and it all starts pretty much here with Penn State, or against Penn State-wise. And let's just go ahead and get it started. They're 11-2 on the season, and they're 90 overall. So we're about to have fun here in this one. We did not play them in the simulation this year, in this season, so hopefully we can win here. They have some transfers on their end, and we're good to go. Here at home, Penn State UCLA is right here. We're going to start on offense first. And the offense goes nowhere, and Penn State gets stopped as well, and it's nothing after quarter number 1 for both sides. Second quarter, we put up the first points of the game. It's 7-0. And it'll be 7-7 at the half after Penn State scores just before. Second halftime, Penn State starts with the football, and on their second drive of the quarter, get a touchdown to take the lead 14-7. We have to punt here in the fourth. Fourth down, they have to get a field goal, so we're only down by 10, but it's 2 possessions with 4 minutes to go. And now we turn it over. And Penn State will pretty much run out the clock from there. They get a touchdown and a stop on defense that kind of ballooned late. It was a lot closer of a game than what it was at the end. A 27-7 win from Penn State over UCLA. And our run ends there. An unfortunate loss. We go 11-2 now on the season. Penn State was the better team overall. But hey, we held our own. It's just we had to get a couple scoring drives in that first half to really do something. And unfortunately, it just doesn't happen. But what can you do? Now I guess we can go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap here and go from there and see how everything goes with this squad, or with the college football playoff. Gained 1,500 XP. We're back up to an 84 overall. Coach stability is an A. Coach prestige is an A-. And we have 7 there. We have 4, so that's 11. We have 12 players wanting to transfer out. And it's a lot of will linebackers due to playing time. And we had a lot of them to start anyways, so it really didn't matter. But here in Season 3, it looks like Miami defeats Notre Dame in the national title game 37-6. Miami destroyed App State, put up a good whooping on LSU, and barely beat Penn State before demolishing Notre Dame. Notre Dame ended up beating Clemson and Ohio State to get to the championship themselves. Penn State did beat SMU, but unfortunately did not beat Miami to go into the national championship game. So let's go ahead and advance the week and go from there. I forgot to check the stats. I always keep forgetting that. I think I can do it still. Yes, we can. Ridge, 13 games, 2,600 or pretty much 2,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He has one more year with us, and he's got 41 points to spend too, so he should go up a lot. Rushing-wise, gains 1,300 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns. Russell, 254 and 10. Ridge added 127 and 5. Burrell, 29 and 1. And then receiving-wise here, Matthews had 800 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. He's up to a 90 overall. Flores Jr. is up to an 85 with 19 boosts, but he's a senior now. And he's like big things happen. Woods had 12 tackles for a loss and 6.5 sacks lead the team. Have any defensive touchdowns? No defensive touchdowns. Our kicker made every extra point. Or he missed 1 extra point. He missed 5 field goals. Punting-wise wasn't that great either. So, but anywho, let's go ahead and get on to the players leaving part now. We do. I mean, can you stay? Nope. All right. So you are also leaving. We're losing all of our halfbacks. That's not good. Menders, everyone wants to leave? Nope. All right. We keep the wide receiver. All right. We keep him. You don't keep spamming. So, yeah, we're going to lose Carson Cox to the draft. He goes in the he goes in the 5th round. We're losing Gaines, who I thought was going to stay even though he's an All-American. He does not. He leaves because of playing time, which I don't know how he leads. He needs A- and it's a B+. What do you mean? And we're also losing Vincent for playing time, or for pro potential. He's a B- and he needed a B, so... And then all these guys are playing time. We're only losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 8 including the guy for the draft. But 7 players into the transfer portal is not terrible, per se. But we'll have to see how it goes there anyways. But we should be fine. We gained 19,000 XP. Still got a couple people want to transfer up, but nothing too much now, at least. And anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the transfer portal, and I'll be right back in just a second. After the transfer portal, here in, I guess, after week 4 of the stuff here, we're going to check recruiting-wise. I actually did want to show one thing as well, but we did have 3-star developments right off the rip. Strong safety, wide receiver, and a left tackle. The wide receiver was also a JUCO sophomore coming in, so they've been pretty good. Other than that, it's a lot of normal impacts. Did get a star right tackle, Zach French, the 5-star, and I didn't know you could do this, but Sire Gaines, we just lost him in the transfer portal. We were able a chance to get him back. I might even show it before I even get to here, but he was committed to Texas before the final week, and then he flipped to us. So I guess you can flip commits even at the end. We also did just get an elite dev center, so we'll take it. Heck yeah. I don't think we need to position change anybody. Do we have any athletes? We do not. But quarterbacks, we have 4. We have Ridge, who has 41 points to use. We now have Gaines, who's going to be starting as well. I don't know why he's an F there, but these guys are really going to jump over him. Wide receivers, a little bit lackluster, but hopefully we can. We just got 2 better ones as well. There's his proximity to home, so that's fine for now, at least. It's proximity to home. Offensive line, we got a little bit better, so we're looking for that. Edge rushers were good. Defensive line were good. Linebackers were good. Corners, we finally are starting to address. We have 6 of them so far. Safeties are okay. And we got a kicker punter, so we're good. So let's advance the week. Go over the training results. We just got 20,000 XP again. We're up to an 86 with a 91 defense, 84 offense. Our offense is a little bit lackluster, but our defense, man, is insane. Because Stafford gained plus 10. Plus 10 for a corner. Pretty solid. Gaines went up to a 93. He will be 100% be our starting halfback. We have a 93 wide receiver. We have a 91 free safety, a 90 corner, a 99 halfback of Greg Burrell. We also have an 88 halfback, an 87 halfback. Man, our halfback room is solid, but everything else is not, apparently, for the offense. But, I mean, our quarterback is an 82. We have 3 87. We have 5 85-plus halfbacks. That's insane. He's also 99 speed. Sam Long is going to start next season. But wide receiver, we had a plus 6 with 93 overall, 91 speed. No one really increased their speed there. Offensive line, plus 4 to our center, plus 3 to our right guard. Edge rushers were good. We got 2 plus 85s with plus 10 change of direction. I really like this addition now from this year from last year, because this I can actually see what people upgraded. And it's really, really nice. Rather than being like, oh, this guy was like a 77. Oh, now he's an 89. How did that happen? He upgraded his physical ability from knockout up to a bronze, I think, for Stafford. Nice. Plus 10. Yeah. 14 awareness really probably helped out there. Plus 4 to our starting free safety. Plus 4 as well. And then, yeah. But anyways, that's going to end Season 3. And it's on Season 4 here with UCLA. And here we are in Season number 4 here with UCLA. We go 11-1 here on the season. Having to play USC, who went 10-2 on the season. And this is how it went. We beat Cal, Hawaii. We beat Miami, who ended up going 9-3 as well. They were being 12. Only loss came against number 5 USC, who we have to play in the Big Ten championship game. We did also beat Penn State, and our combined record this season from our opponents was 9-2-64. Definitely helps that we had a 10-2 USC, an 8-4 Ohio State, and a 9-3 Cal or Miami. But 8 Cal was also 8-4. So, I mean, even Nebraska was also 8-4. A lot of ranked opponents here for us, and hopefully we can get a win here in the Big Ten championship game. If we do, it'd be nice. A loss, though, we're still going again. Just hopefully we get a better opponent to face as well. And we lost. So we are 11-2, but we are ranked 8th in the nation. So we should make it automatically. We lost 37-7. Yikes. All right. That's not what you want to see going into the college football playoff, but yikers. Yeah, 11-2 on the season. 86 overall, 89 defense, 84 offense. I'm going to try to pronounce that last name. I don't even know. Wide receiver from Alabama wins the Heisman Trophy. 79 catches, 1,500 yards, 23 touchdowns. I'm terrible with names, so I apologize. But Mike Coffey wins the best punter award, or best kicker award. Almost says best punter is the best kicker award here. And we'll be playing Miami in the college football playoff. So we get a rematch with them. Again, we did beat them early on this year. And if we check the bracket, Old Dominion, Miami, USC, TCU, and Alabama won their conference title games. And if the winner of, Arizona, UCLA, Houston, Auburn, Clemson, Duke were the at-large bids. So, winner of this game against Miami and us will go to face TCU, and then more than likely we're going to be playing Alabama. But you never know what can happen in these, but we just gotta face the teams in front of us and try to win. Let's get started here against 10-3 Miami. They are 7-1 in their conference, and they have a little bit better of a team. They have an 87 overall, 89 offense, 86 defense. We're an 86 overall, 84 offense, 89 defense. So our defense is the best part of this team, and I do remember that because I'm pretty sure we have like multiple 90 overalls, especially on the defensive side of the football. The offense, however, a little bit lackluster. But they've done pretty well this season. Let's see if we can do it again. We're starting on offense first at home. I did change of possession, and I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do quarter because we go by quarters. First drive, nothing doing for both sides, and Miami will get the first points on the board. It's 3-0 after quarter number 1 after a field goal to end the quarter. Still nothing doing from our offense. They get another field goal. We get a field goal, so it's 6-3 at the half. Defensive heavy battle until, nope, I thought we had a chance, but we're going to the fourth quarter at 6-3. And we have the football at the 17-yard line, and we score the first touchdown of the game with 6 minutes to go. Defense gets a stop. If we can get a touchdown here, which we don't, which we had like a second down and 5 to be able to get a first. And now all of a sudden, the Miami's defense out here stopping us. They have a goal to go. No, 4th and 6, they don't get it. With under a minute to go, we take knees, and we are moving on. A 10-6 win over Miami. And UCLA will be moving on. That was a tough game. Very, very tough game. Our defense really played well, and that's why so far, I mean, having a good defense may be a little bit better than a good offense. Who knows? We'll find out here. But a win is a win. We are moving on in the college football playoff for the first time here with UCLA. We did not have a good season last season enough to get into the second round, and this time we do. So we will take it. Montgomery wins the Big Ten Player of the Week award, so that's nice. We'll take it. And we're playing TCU in the Sugar Bowl. We'll, of course, check out the bracket just like we normally do as well. Arizona State defeated Old Dominion pretty handily, 51-7. Auburn and Houston was a 1-point game as well, and Duke and Clemson was a 3-point game where Duke wins again. Is Duke really good in these simulations all of a sudden? I swear I've seen them in almost every college football playoff. I might be wrong, but I feel like I've seen them in a couple of them. But The winner of UCLA and TCU will go play Arizona State or Alabama, and then Auburn, SMU, and Duke, USC on the other side of the bracket. But again, we got to face the team in front of us. So let's get started against 12-1 TCU. And they are a 76 overall. This is definitely a weird one. But you never know what can happen in these games, especially with a 76 overall TCU. Kind of wild that they're a decently low overall, but we're starting on defense first. And TCU we get a stop, we get a field goal and a touchdown. It's 17-0 after quarter number 1. A solid first quarter from us. We get another turnover, but we don't do anything with it. Now it's 24-0. And it'll be 31-0 at the half. This is a pretty solid performance here from UCLA, especially our defense. I think we just go by quarter here. I don't think we need to do anything else here. I mean, it's 31-7. We make it 38-7. That's the ball game. We win 38-10 over TCU. I mean, that was pretty solid. I mean, we dominated the first half. We didn't even need to do anything. They scored 10 points in the fourth quarter, but it was in the fourth quarter at that point. So it was pretty much, the game was already over. We also got a career record broken. Brian Rich at the UCLA career passing touchdowns record. I love that little update now. I do like that. We can, of course, check it, see what he did. Records. And it's not going to be national. It is going to be... Is it a season? I'm confused. Oh, I have to go, like, through each team. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would just go right to us, but apparently we have to do it. Where's he at? Where's passing touchdowns? Nope, that's national. Why are we back in national? I said to us, man. Nope, that's Drew Olson. It said career. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I'm slowly losing my mind. It's fine. I'm an idiot. It's fine. There's Brian Rich. 76 passing touchdowns. There's no shot in his career he's got 76 passing touchdowns. I thought that was season at first, and I was like, there's no way that he did not win Coach or Heisman. That said career. I'm only losing my mind somewhat, so it's fine. We'll be playing Arizona State in the Peach Bowl. They beat Alabama? Huh. USC defeated Duke 24-17. SMU defeated Auburn. So Arizona State put up 50 points in both games against Old Dominion and Alabama. We're going to have a tough fight on our hands here against a very tough 13-2 Arizona State team, which, you know, they're an 84 overall. But let's see how we do against them. Again, 84 overall team, and hopefully we can come away with a win and move on to the national championship. Got to find a way to get it here. And if we do, we get to go to the national championship. We're going to start on offense first here in this one, and the offense gets a touchdown. The defense gets a stop and another one. We're up 7-0 with a chance for more. And we make it 14-0. UCLA's having a pretty good game. It's 21-0 at the half. We've been dominating here in almost all of our playoff run, or this playoff run so far. It's 21-3 going in the fourth quarter. This one we'll actually go play-by-play here. We do get a first down. We get another first down. First and goal, and that's 28-3 with 4 minutes to go. And with 2 minutes to go, they do score a touchdown. So it's 28-10. They try an onside kick. They don't get it, and that's going to do it. UCLA is going to move on to the national championship game with a 28-10 win over Arizona State. And we have our first chance to get our first national championship done with our first team here in season number 4. I'm going to have to look up when we had the last time here in from last season. when did UCLA win? But I'll update that when I get it. UCLA did win in 3 seasons last year, so they've already did not beat their record from 20 or college football 25. I mean, there's a bunch of teams that won in 3 seasons, so. But we're going to have hopefully our first team to win it all here in season 4. We'll see who we get to play against in the national title game, and it's going to be SMU. They defeated USC, where we could have had a chance to face them for the 3rd time this season. We also got Scheme Guru unlocked. That's cool. I guess we increased. We're at level 40 now. I always think the bracket's on the very bottom, even though it's on the top. But yeah, SMU beat USC 34-17. They also put up 35 on Auburn. So it's going to be another tough game against another very tough opponent. But we can always see how we do against a 14-1 SMU team. That is a 80 overall. But yeah, let's see how we do against the 80 overall SMU team. Again, another kind of lower overall team-wise. But, I mean, we're going to have to just continue what we've been doing. Defense has done solid. I mean, very, very solid as well. So we'll have to see how we do for the national title game. Playing in the rain here in Florida. Pretty long fly for us. But let's go quarter by quarter, starting on defense. Defense gets a stop. Unfortunately, the offense can't do anything. The SMU scores first. It's 7-0 after quarter number 1. Second quarter, we score to tie it up. It's 7-all, but we do get a field goal to make it 10-7 at the at the half. As I'm joking, but hopefully we don't choke this 17-7 lead. Here in the fourth quarter, they get a field goal to make it 17-10, but we get a couple good plays and make it 20-10 again with a 10-point lead. 3rd and 5, it's now 4th and 1. They have to go for it with 3 minutes to go. And they get another first down on 3rd down. 1st and goal, they score a touchdown. So it's a 3-point game with 2 minutes to go, and we have to punt the football. SMU has a chance to tie, but they get stopped at UCLA. In the first season, or I guess our first team here in college football 26 to win a national championship, has officially done it in 4 seasons. It took us a little bit to get here, but it's definitely going to be a wild ride to see how long these teams do at least get to do it wise. There's a little new thing right there. That's pretty cool. It's different than last year's. I mean, we'll take it. And there's the mascot pointing his one finger up. But yeah, I mean, that was a great game overall. Defense played their hearts out. I mean, they did give up 10 points in the fourth quarter, but the offense got just enough to win the game with 1 field goal in the fourth quarter to pretty much win it there. And yeah, I mean, it was great. And we just got our achievement. It's not going to show up on my screen since I have that, but it's connected to my computer. And yeah, that was pretty nice. But going over season stats here, Ridge, 285, 545 with a 52% completion percentage, 3,400 yards, 31 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Pretty decent at least. Rushing-wise, Gaines, who we actually got back in the season, 1,200 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns. Burrell with 309 and 7. Ridge also added 109 and 3 on the ground. Receiving-wise, Shaw and Gilmer almost had 1,000 yards. Both of them did. Even though Gilmer was the highest rated, Shaw actually had more rushing or receiving yards with more catches too, with 6 touchdowns and 5 touchdowns respectively. Montgomery, 660 with 8 touchdowns. Plummer, 367 and 7 for our starting tight end. Gaines also added 228 and 2 through the air, and Fisher with 115 and 2 for our backup tight end. We also had our 3rd string tight end get a touchdown reception on 5 catches. Pretty nice. Defensive-wise, Patterson led the team with 84 tackles. Dotson with 18 tackles for loss and 11 sacks to lead the team. Pickett had 4 picks. Great name. Great last name for a corner. He also had a defensive touchdown, the only one for us as well. We had a good amount of fumbles and recoveries too. We even blocked 2 kicks. We had a safety as well, so we actually had the trifecta with the touchdown, block, safeties, block kicks and safeties. Our kicker-wise did miss 4 from 50, but those are the only, and he missed 1 from 20. But those are the only kicks he missed, 5 total, and made every extra point. Punting-wise, we had 3,000 punt yards, 11 inside the 28 touchbacks from a true freshman. Pretty solid for a true freshman as well, so we'll take that. No kick or punt return touchdowns in the national championship winning season here for UCLA. If you guys made it this far, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel and lets you know that you guys like this series that is returning from College Football 25. Of course, also, if you guys want to bypass the wheel, write a comment down below of the team that you guys want to see, and we'll get to that team in the next episode. Obviously, if there's more than one team set per episode, obviously I'm not going to do multiple teams in one episode because I don't know how long it's going to take this year. But UCLA only took 4 seasons. The first one is done on College Football 26. Again, write a comment down below if you guys want to see a team you want me to do to win a national championship. Obviously, I just simulate and do everything like that. I do not play the games. I just kind of watch everything. So, all in all, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.